not no huddle really. I mean, we don't huddle, but it's not no huddle offense. We're
Not
not,
exactly.
we're not blurring out there.
No.
We're lying up there and taking our time and looking it over and making calls. So, no, I think that 30 carries is probably a little much for him. But it was a nice, cool day. It's early in the season. Wear and tear's not there yet.
But he takes it. He puts the work into.
No, he's worked very hard with Jamison Pelkey. James, our offensive coordinator, and he runs the weight room in the morning, and so it's they're in there. They'll be in there Monday morning lifting. We continue to lift right through there. Yoga on the afternoon, Monday afternoon for stretching, and then we go on Wednesday do the same thing again. So, I cut our practices down because we still want to be strong at the end of the season, and we want to we do the yoga stuff for the stretching.
Quick question about special teams. Twice with 12 guys out in the field.
Yeah, I have. No, that's inexcusable. I mean, they had to fire the head coach. The AD was smart. I think what happens is it wasn't just special teams. We have groupings, and I love everybody's here and have all the kids on the sideline and all that, but you get lost a little bit. It's like the blue wall over there. And then the kick is not, I mean, we worked on that. We had a great plan, and we didn't do it correctly once. It's one of those choice things. If they line up the onside, it was supposed to be kicking it deep. We wanted to kick it deep, not there. We want to turn around and running for the ball, and it's like the two kickers are coming at it, and like, and like, I'm trying to call timeout, but we just stopped messing around and just kicked it deep the rest of the way. And, but it's frustrating when you work on it. We worked on it a lot this week.
Jim, you talked last week. It was about the young defense having a little bit of trouble today. I mean, they turned this game around. The second half, 3 straight turnovers, leading to 3 straight touchdowns.
Absolutely. I think the first one was a great hit, and then we went up, and then, like I said earlier, they tried to, we forced them doing things they don't want to do. They don't want to drop back pass. And when we do that, we just widen those defensive ends, and Sutera comes off the edge as good as anybody does. He comes clean off the edge and cause trouble, and then they get in a hole, and then they have to do it again. I mean, we did some of that last week. They're like us. They're a ball control, play action team. They get down, first year quarterback, same as us. I think you don't want to beat them in those situations, and that's what happened. And the turnovers came up big. But what we did this week, we didn't do last week, is we capitalized. We went out there and controlled the line of scrimmage. And again, if it's our own fault with those penalties, we have holding penalties and that stuff. We must have 15 penalties. We went down the first series, bang, bang, bang. We do that 3 times in a row, and we're subbing kids in the second half probably.
Penalties aside, though, the offensive line really seemed to come out and
they should. They're a veteran line. They're a veteran line, and he's young, like on defense, like we are. And I think we took advantage of that. And those guys, we leaned on a lot, and they kind of wore them down a little bit, I think. And we're two-platooning, which helps. Now, Blazer played both sides of the ball a little bit today because we need a little bigger body in there. But we're sticking with the two-platoon, and that keeps people fresher. And you have to believe you can't let people get ahead 20-0 though. You need to keep the ball game in the game, and then hope in the second half you come out there and perform.
The counter gap looked like it was an effective play for you guys today.
It better be. It's a staple.
Yeah. What made it so effective for you guys today? What do you think?
I think we're understanding how to run it, and we put the offensive line is a very difficult place with us because we run some of that zone stuff and we still run the power stuff, and it's hard for those guys to adjust from one to the other. So we had a very long session this week about how to run counter gap and fast shoulder block and block down. And we didn't see high shoulders like you do. It's just 2 different techniques, and so expecting these high school kids to do that, but we believe we can do both, and we're going to. And we ran both today, and both were effective. It can be nasty when you do that.
A little bit the young defense, a little more on that. Kids like Jack Lambert coming in and making some big plays.
It's 2 sophomore defensive ends playing. It's inexperienced anyway. I mean, we have sophomore linebackers in there. No, we're at game 2. And we showed some grit last week in the second half, and you got to build on that. And like I said, with 2 platooning, the coaches are working very hard on technique, and they're starting to believe in it and team defense, and that's what you need to do. Next week's a much different team. It's a spread team. Central Catholic's very good, different type team. We're going to have to play a little different kind of defense. I know that.